Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Di sini saya akan membacakan tugas dari Bahasa Inggris Lanjutan. Tugas saya itu mencari sebuah jurnal lalu dibacakan. Di sini saya sudah mencari salah satu jurnal, loud-IZA Journal of Labor Economics. Saya akan bacakan. The composition of coworker wage gangs. First, introduction. The group of former coworkers form an essential part of our social network, as shown by early survey-based evidence. One's coworker acquaintances can be essential source of job-related information, and they may also play an important role in the job acquiring process. Besides these type of studies, which typically exploited self-reported information about the individual's job search process. In recent years, several studies use administrative register to address the labor market effect of coworkers' network, although having their implications such as the lack of direct information on social link or hiring methods. These datasets contain precise and reliable information about employment and wages that can be utilized to bypass these shortcomings. Background, mechanics, and possible explanation for work increase. The literature identifies two mechanics by which former coworkers and, in some cases, other social contact can save individual labor market outcomes, information transmission, and employee referrals. The first refers to phenomenon that former coworkers I have access to relevant job-related information which they can pass on to job seekers. Employee reference, on the other hand, include cases when employees of a particular company refer being together the applicant and vacancies in their company. The main difference is in the direction of information flow. In the preferred case, only job seekers receive information about the qualities of several potential employers. However, in the last case, the information about the type of work based on the collective work experience is also disclosed to the employers in the form of a recommendation. For this difference, we will add an additional layer of case when after hiring a new applicant, refer continuously a conduit of information either about the applicant behavior to the employer or about company specific knowledge to new coworker. Empirical evidence. In this section, we survey empirical evidence from efforts that are based on method, employment, administrative data, and focus on like effect on various social contact. While some papers aim to estimate the direct effect of employee referral or provide evidence on improved information transmission through network, others are, especially after the selections in the labor market, produced by referral and job information network. Our paper is related to both line of research, both in the theoretical approach and the utility method as well. 3. Model and empirical strategy. To investigate the mission is discussed in section, we estimate difference in specific way components. We start by introduction and AKM model of wage stating. Our equation also include the effect of the presence of a referrer as a weight determining factor. Identification of match and presence effect. The proper estimation of the full model is, however, impossible to obtain the match effect. We will have to compare multiple entries the same firm by the same person. Although such a scenario occurs sometimes, gain estimates from comparing case observation could also reflect, for instance, the presence of firm-specific knowledge. Therefore, we prefer to omit this case from the sample. Individual and firm selection. Besides the presence effect and the match selection includes by context, we are interested in the individual and firm sorting patterns relates to co-worker network as well. Identification, proxy quality, and generalizability. The regression with to probable fixed effect is estimated yields a parameter which measure the additional weight in the fund into the being higher with a link compared to the amount implied by their latent observed qualities, the firm weight setting strategy, and other characteristics. This parameter is identified from both a comparison of employees at Miss Firm and the comparison of employment spill in the working history of individuals who were linking alleged ones. For coworker definition and sample restriction. By adding additional constraints, we selected those formats collect relationships that have the potential to serve a basis for religious activity or information transmission. We define former coworkers a two pair of employees who had worked together at the same company, which had a maximum of 50 observed employees before they joined another firm. Setting a limit on the company size of the first encounter was essential and next step. Not using some restrictions would have led to the inverse of number of real social connection among former colleagues for two reasons. First, because at medium and large companies, not everyone know each other. Second, among these companies having multiple staff is more typical, which will have further increased the probability of misclassification since in data. 5. Exogenous job mobility. A concern that scholars often face in this literature is that employee movement are most often endogenous and face job-to-job transition. Paper focus on the employment outcome through contact naturally focus on exogenous job loss, plant closure, layoffs. While the ones about legs typically do not make this restriction as multiple, fixed effects are all to take care of selection issues. However, as we interpret the selection term as well, it is worth assessing whether the selection pattern with the document might be different when switching jobs in just an option for workers and when they have to find work due to job loss. Supplementary specification. In this section, we aim to provide further suggestive evidence that reinforce our claim that the weight gain we observe are mostly driven by information transmission or relativity as opposed to, for intent, some amplified artifacts. To do so, we focus on scenarios where an armor of the sub-mechanism are anticipated to exert strong effect on weights. For instance, when referrers have large beginning power at their employer and expect to observe an increase in the corresponding weight gain component. Thank you.